right, people, let's just get down to business. Brass tacks. One of the things that we need to get on top of in Raid Shadow Legends, if you're a new person coming to the game, or you're just maybe someone like me who's been playing for 7+ months, hardcore now, and you've been neglecting it, faction wars. And I'm gonna be telling you guys, listen, do as I say, not as I do, and I'm gonna try to do as I say. Does that make sense? Yes. And you know, do as I say as well. If you're a new player, use my link down below, scan my QR code of infinite knowledge. I'll be able to hook you up with 2 epic champions right from the get-go. Get you Tayrel right away, as well as Rector Draft once you hit level 15. And big thanks to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this fun series that we've been doing. So faction wars, you know, I had a little to-do list of stuff that I'm trying to make sure I accomplish as I'm getting more hardcore with Raid, really just making sure I'm mastering everything. On my list, additional things are offered by you guys, and some people are like, you know what? Really lock in on the faction wars. Now, faction wars is gonna be something that's gonna be a bit of a marathon. You're not gonna be able to sprint and knock it out right away. This is where roster death really gets rewarded. The more characters you have of the various factions, the more stars you get, and you're gonna get a variety of rewards, such as, you know, I got a void shard here, you get some chickens, a variety of books to upgrade, but also at the very end, which I always like, exclusive characters tied to different game modes. And Faction Wars has their own with Lydia the Death Siren. And this is an amazing champion, a 5-star overall out of 5 by Hell Hades. And I tend to find Hell Hades underestimates characters, and that's fine, right? You know, you don't want to oversell a character, right? But this is a killer champion, and that's one incentive why, yes, you want those characters to beat certain pieces of content, but Faction Wars, you're going to want to have 5 staple champions of each faction if you want to maximize the effort and the payoff for Faction Wars. However, it's going to be a while, even myself, it's going to be a while before I have 5 key members of each faction to get to that beautiful legendary champion. The rewards are also incredibly important, not just these rewards, but what you're gonna end up farming through Faction Wars. And in today's video, to make progress towards my goal, I'm gonna be maxing out the Sacred Order Crypt with all of us here together. A nice little celebratory thing to talk about our conversation here. So we're gonna go over to the Sacred Order, and here's the biggest thing. What you're gonna end up getting through Faction Wars, I mean, I know a lot of you guys already know, but I mean, this is videos for people like me coming to the game, not understanding the importance of some of these things. You're gonna get a lot of important materials that you're gonna end up using inside of the Forge, particularly Perception artifacts. Perception is arguably one of the most important artifacts in this game. I feel like I could never have enough of these. In this game, yes, speed is very important. Damage is important, but what's also important that it's all gets neglected in other games, really relying on the ability to land your debuffs effectively, your turn meter, your offense down, whatever it might be, the HP burn, the list goes on. That requires accuracy. Now, in other games, accuracy is a nothing burger. And like, well, even myself, like, well, I don't need to worry about accuracy. No, accuracy. You have speed, accuracy is basically right below that, and some champions don't need it, but for the most part, accuracy is incredibly important. This has both. You get 40 accuracy plus 5% speed, and it's only a 2-piece set. It's not like a 4-piece, 6-piece, 9-piece, something like that. 2-piece set. So if you put 3 of these together, that right there is kind of a big burst of accuracy and speed, 2 of the core things that are necessary to dominate in this game. And a lot of these materials, if you click on that, guess what? It's inside of Faction Wars, and basically that's it. Same thing if these materials right here. These materials, the Magisteel, that's primarily just from playing Classic Arena, but the parts that you need to put together Perception artifacts are through Faction Wars, and that's basically the core pillar of Faction Wars, not just for the character. I love new characters, don't get me wrong, especially really good characters, but being able to get Perception mods is going to be pivotal for you to progress, especially to the end game content. So to do so, as I said, you are going to need a full team of 5 champions for each faction. So, you know, we're going to max out the Sacred Order today, but, you know, Dark Elves, you need a full team of 5 for the Orcs, High Elves. Unlike campaigns where you're rewarded for underdogging, you know, bringing only 1 or 2 champions, here it's the inverse. You're rewarded for having a full team of that roster. So let's go ahead, check it out real quick. We're gonna go to stage 19, 20, and then 21 today, where hopefully we have enough keys for it. I'll be a little embarrassed if I miscalculated. As you see here, you get 1 star if you just beat the stage, whether you underdogged or you lost a lot of people. You get 2 stars if 3 or 4 champions were used. no losses, and then 5 champions, no loss. So you can't be like, oh, I'm bringing in 5 champions, but 4 of them are just trash and 1 starting to dying right away. No, they need to be decently built up. And I think I'm gonna be able to do that today. I have the 5, actually, I got a couple ones I can use here. We got Alice the Wanderer, which was a free champion this past month. We also have Noelle, which I used in the Fusion. Keyman, which was a pass exclusive character, Cardiel, and as well as, what's her face? Godseeker Annery. The Sacred Order is one of my better built factions, as well as the Knights Revenant. I also have another alternative if things go south. I have Deacon, who is also really good. That's why I could describe. It's kind of like almost a mini, probably a better version of Captain Rex. Lots of turn meter. And I think I'm gonna go for this right now. So let's go ahead, send it on in, and let's see if we can knock it out. Again, it's one of those things, it's just about having the appropriate gear levels on these character artifacts, leveling, the stars as well. It's not by far the most complicated content per se. It's an expanded version of campaigns, I would say, that's more oriented on the various different factions that you have, but it's basically more or less kind of a gear check, checking that your artifacts are there, making sure that you got a decent star count, and making sure the leveling's there. So it's not one of those things you can just walk in as a level 1 character, 2 stars, be like, all right, we're good to go. You need to put a little bit of love into it. And I think right now with this team that we have, with Alice the Wanderer being our lead, she's got a great attack boost for all the entire team through her aura, her leadership ability. Cardiel's also my little golden angel right here. He's also got a good plug and play lead by giving 19% speed, but I like bringing in the damage just so I can try to speed things up. But look at that. I love He-Man. My gosh, He-Man is such a beast. Probably, he's in competition of King Narcissus right now. But I love my He-Man, just consistently getting massive amounts of damage. Great plug and play viability. He just needs to be fed a ton of buffs. So He-Man's gonna really carry us with that damage. Alice the Wanderer's not all that bad either. I love her special abilities, being able to do the turn meter removal, right? The cool, there's so many kits in this game. I mean, I'm getting to the point where I'm like memorizing these kits, but it's like, man, I gotta like double check. So many kits, so much roster depth when it comes to this. Lady Noelle, great support champion. In case someone does die, I need her to be able to revive them again. And she's got a great revive and great crowd control mechanics. And here we go. So we got ourselves some will stones. This is going to be for the artifacts if you go to the forge. These are going to be used for swift parry. So you got different artifacts for different sets out there, and the faction wars are going to be important. The most important one, yes, don't get me wrong, I think swift parry is a cool thing, right? It's a 18% speed, critical damage, 50% chance of unkillable. It requires 4 pieces though. But again, at the end of the day, perception artifacts, in my opinion, I don't think it's really that much of a bold statement. Probably the most important artifact to build up materials for. All right, let's go to stage 20, honey. Gonna set the same team, not even breaking a sweat. And before I was rudely interrupted, I was bragging about my Lady Noelle. Lots and lots of ways to just control the enemy with the freeze, which is basically, especially for her, it's kind of like an improved version of Stun. They basically skip a turn. She could slow them down a little bit, right? She's got speed up. She's got, her cleanse is a bit weaker. Like Cardiel's got a better cleanse than Noelle, but being able to get that single target cleanse, incredibly helpful. And then we have ourselves Godseeker Andrew, one of my favorite epic champions. I've been trying to push to maybe make her as like a giveaway, but not happening yet. But you know, I'm gonna keep working. She is a great healer. She's got a great revive. If someone was critically hit before they die, she's like, girl, come on back. So a really great way of keeping your team alive as long as possible, especially for marathon-based events. She just gives me that steady healing that I really need. And Cardiel's got to heal too, so we should be good on healing. We have 2 damage dealers. We got like 2, 3 revives and healers. So I feel like I really got a core of a great faction war team for this. But the thing is now, Raid Shadow Legends, when it comes to faction wars, it's a marathon, and you got to build up all those other teams that kind of feel like this. Let's see. Come on. Let's see if we can get He-Man to do a big nuke. Come on. Do the thing. I know you want to. Do the thing. No. That's not the ability. That's a good hit, though. Come on, He-Man. You are the one. You have the power. The power within. Go ahead. What's your next ability? Come on. This is the one right here, right? Right? No. You're stressing him out. You're stressing him out, guys. He-Man's trying to get a hit in. He-Man, come back here. Come on. Oh, yeah. And look at that. There are those beautiful artifact pieces that I need for perception. This is the money, honey. The stuff that you really want to get. And you get some glyphs as well. So you can further enhance the artifacts you do get. So this one hugely, I like that, hugely, not greatly, hugely increases HP subsets and artifacts. So being able to just burst it, if you can get speed glyphs, dude, you are in business. And now we got one more. Do I have enough for the last tier? We do. Let's do it, people. We're gonna max out my first faction war crypt. These are called crypts, right? Today. Send it on in. I don't think we're gonna break a sweat. I think we have overkill for this. And the curiosity that I have, like, what is the bare minimum I need for the other stuff out there? Like my dark elves, I have some dark elves. I don't have many. How many do I need to fully invest in? How many do I only need partial investment? Because again, you need to find that balance where you want resources are a pivotal thing in Raid, right? Being able to manage how many resources go to one team or another. And sometimes, you want to do a min-max where one character's like, I don't want to put that much love into them. But then other characters like, I'm going to invest more because they'll keep the team alive, or they'll just quickly nuke through the waves. So you need to find that balance. Or, maybe get grandma's 3 wacky numbers and, maybe you'll go ahead and just wheel out on everything. But it's all about resource management at the end of it. Let's go ahead. You're wasting your freeze. Wait, you're wasting the revive. There we go. He-Man's like, all right, let's go to that next wave. Okay, come on, finish it up. Ugh. Come on, all right, listen. I admire this guy. This guy, he just won't give up. Just come on, put him down nicely. Thank you, He-Man. All right, going on to the next wave, and then I want to see He-Man that final wave. Get me the big boom, honey. There we go. I love that. Decrease the Terminator, messing with the cooldowns. Alice, a really fun free champion. I believe she's still around until March. I don't know when this video is gonna be posted, because I have one thing I love about this game. I'm never out of ideas. There's so many new things I'm doing, so much new content, new updates. And I'm like, boy, I don't know when this video is gonna go out, but at least at the time of this recording, I believe you can actually still pick her up. Actually, I know you can, because I have my old account that I have the second clan on, by the way, in case, right now it's almost filled. If you're looking for a second clan, we have Real Gary Legion 2 almost filled up, but on this account, I believe I saw we had the, I can't see. Oh, here we go, Alice Chase. Yeah, so you still have it until, when is it? When does it go away? I don't, April 10th, it seems like. Yeah, April 10th. So you still got a bit of time. So yeah, Alice the Wanderer, really awesome free champion. I love attackers. And she's a unique attacker with all the weird cooldown manipulations she's got going on. And I actually use her when I'm farming food. She just knocks out the wave so quick. She does like her AoE twice, and then she just nukes out someone with her basic on the next run. So really big fan of her. All right, we got our big boss here. Let's see. We got one minion down. They're going all in. All right, we got some progress. We got to work on this, people. There we go. We got some heals. I kind of want to get rid of that minion. It's kind of annoying me. There we go. Alice doing some work. All right, we got some block debuffs going on here. Got the minion back. Not a big deal. Brimstone on Noelle is super clutch. It's sort of like, the best way I describe it's like a mini Geomancer. Being able to do like a big burst of like HP damage or whatever. Not HP damage, but just a big chunk of damage onto the enemy. Is it HP damage? I got to double check Brimstone. I'm not sure if it works exactly like the HP burn that Geomancer does. I have to double check again. There's so many mechanics, so much depth to this game. All right, come on, He-Man, let's nuke him. Come on, He-Man, tell me you got the power. All right, it's fine. They're barely doing a tick. We got this. It's just a matter of time. Sending the swarm attack all in. Big chunk of damage. There we go. He's going for the minion. He's kind of sick of those minions too, it looks like. But we got Brimstone on the minion. I don't quite like that. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna completely ignore it. We're just gonna target the big boss. All in. There we go, getting some speed up, jacking up the cooldowns. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Get some more heals. More heals. Look at that constant Cardiel, heal after heal, basic after basic. I love Cardiel. Man, I think that was my last poll or first poll. Last poll 2024, first poll 2025, whatever it might be. Dude, he has been one of the biggest game-changing characters. Just him constantly healing, revives, unblockable revives, tons of buffs, great cleanse. You just can't go wrong. This might be my best. I think he's probably my best all-around champion that I currently have. I have a lot of one-dimensional champs, like this champion's really good for Arena. This champion's really good for the Fire Knight. Cardiel, if you get him, you're gonna be in love. I'm using him for everything at this point. There we go. He-Man getting work done. Come on, baby, come on. Yes, come on. Almost there. There we go. Big hit, He-Man. I like this. No one's dead yet. No one's gone. No one's ever really gone into wise words of, what is it? Yeah, Luke, right? But today, no one's gonna be gone. Not just because I have 3 revivers on this team, because we're leaving with 3 stars. And look at that, baby. Another burst of perception artifacts for the Forge. Gorgeous. And I got some, oh yeah, this is the stuff right here. Was that 6 star? 5-star haste glyph usually increases speed, substats, and artifacts and accessories by a flat value. These are probably the most important glyphs. Oh, if you want to really boost the speed, these glyphs are what come in handy. We also got ourselves a legendary book all about that too. And I think I saw as well, did we 3-star everything? Yeah, we have no more keys, but we got a 3-star. But you know, I basically mastered this crypt. We are locked in, and we got ourselves some silver at the 380-star range. So that's my first crypt that we maxed out. Feels rewarding to do it, but again, I think I probably had way more built into this team than I needed. So for other teams that I maybe gonna min-max, I gotta keep that in mind, that I might not need to go overboard with them. But as you can see, like for example, we have ourselves the Dark Elves crypt, and they're not quite fully fleshed out yet. I already did some stuff right here. Let's just go to a 2-key zone. So I have a great Kale. I got a great Cold Heart. I got an okay, oh my gosh, I forgot what her name is. Queen Eva. It's another champion wanted to work around. And I have basically not a ton of resources invested into these 2 legendaries right here. And the rest of my epics and rares, not all that special. This team is not good enough yet to get through the midsection. I guess it's kind of the upper, yeah, right? There's what, 20 stages? 21 stages, so we're past the midway point. But I gotta put a little bit more love into my Dark Elves if I want to get towards the distance. So as long as I can try to find a way to not overinvest in some of those champions, or when you get the good champions, you go all in because they're gonna be great beyond this. But otherwise, people, faction wars, moral of the story, don't ignore it like I did for a long time. Perception artifacts are pivotal for this game. And yes, you get some other artifacts, but perception is what's gonna make it. Basically separates the men from the boys. Am I right? And let's see if we can craft one real quick. Go ahead, we have no mythical charms. Let's see, I have the speed charm. Let's just do one right now. Come on, give me a 6-star right now. Let's go, come on, with the great speed. And that's it, people. This is why you wanna get your beautiful, beautiful artifacts up and running. I'm not too mad about this. And people, I'm not mad if you haven't played Rage yet, because guess what? You're gonna use that link down below. You're gonna scan my QR code. You're gonna be hooked up with 2 awesome epic champions to get you going, not just for faction wars, but the wide variety depth of content in this game. And people, you know the drill, and so do I. I'm gonna say it once, and I'm gonna say it twice, and I'm gonna say it many, many times beyond this. It really is. Before we get to that, before we say the keyword, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, all that fun stuff, because it's great to be in the Empire today. Oh, it's great to be in the Empire today. The sun never sets.